Be prepared. Something has shifted again. The air feels heavy, charged, like the universe is watching closely, waiting to see your next move. The silence has returned, but it doesn't feel empty this time. It feels intentional, because right before divine alignment, there's always a test. The runner, the one who once disappeared when the love got too real, can sense it too. They feel your detachment, your peace, your strength, and that scares them more than your love ever did, because your stillness means something powerful. You've stopped chasing. You're no longer begging the universe to bring them back. You've stepped into your power, and now your vibration is pulling them in. But before reunion, before November's alignment seals this next phase, the runner will appear again, not always in body, but always in energy. They'll test your growth without realizing it. They'll say the right things, but carry the same fears. They'll show up when you least expect it, just to see if you're still the same. And that's the point. The universe is asking, have you truly learned to love without losing yourself? This test doesn't come to punish. It comes to prove. It shows how far you've evolved, how much peace you've built, how deeply your soul has learned to stand in faith without forcing outcomes. The runner, consciously or not, becomes the mirror of your vibration. If you react, the lesson repeats. If you remain in alignment, the energy shifts instantly. You'll feel it when it happens. That sudden message, that random thought, that unexpected wave of emotion that hits you out of nowhere. It's not nostalgia, it's frequency calibration. The runner is feeling your power and subconsciously trying to find where they still fit within it. But this time, the control has changed hands. You're not the one being tested by them. You're the one being tested through them. The divine feminine, now grounded in her truth, becomes the anchor of balance. Her love is steady, not desperate. Her silence speaks louder than her words. She doesn't chase, she doesn't explain, she simply embodies. Because she knows that the test isn't about proving love, it's about proving mastery. The universe already knows who you are. It wants to see if you remember. So when the runner reappears, in a message, a memory, a dream, don't rush to interpret it. Breathe, observe, let the energy reveal itself. This isn't about what they say or do, it's about how you respond. If your energy stays calm, the connection will ascend to its next stage. If you slip into old fears, the loop begins again. That's the sacred test before November's realignment. The final purification of attachment. This is your moment to show the universe that you've outgrown the chase, that your peace isn't negotiable, that love for you has become truth, not pursuit. Because when the test ends and the alignment unfolds, you'll see what all the silence was for. The portal of November will not open for those who wait. It will open for those who embody. So if the distance grows again, if the contact fades, if the silence deepens, don't panic. Smile. You're not being abandoned. You're being evaluated. And if you hold your vibration, the very thing you once begged for will meet you halfway, not because you chased it, but because you became the frequency that calls it home. The test isn't against you, it's for you, because this November, the ones who pass won't just reunite. They'll finally align. It always begins the same way, quietly. No warnings, no obvious signs. Just a sudden shift in energy, like a wave moving beneath the surface of your life. The air feels charged again, your intuition wakes up, and your heart starts to recognize a vibration it hasn't felt in a while. You know it before you even admit it. The runner energy has returned. But this time, it's different. It doesn't come with chaos or confusion. It comes with testing. Subtle, deep, spiritual testing. The runner's soul feels the pull of November's alignment, that sacred window when separation ends for those who have completed their inner work. And as that frequency approaches, their energy gets restless. They begin to sense that something is shifting between you, that the feminine no longer waits, no longer aches, no longer needs. And that shift in you calls their energy home. The runner may reach out suddenly through a message, a dream, or even a song that carries your name in vibration. Or they may appear in silence, energetically circling your field, watching, wondering if the door is still open. They don't always do this consciously. Their higher self is guiding them, testing the connection, feeling if it's safe to come closer. But in doing so, they also trigger one last layer of your growth, because the moment their energy touches yours, every old memory resurfaces. The love, the longing, the pain. And the universe watches. Will you react from fear or respond from wisdom? For the divine feminine, this phase feels like déjà vu, but lighter. There's no panic now, no obsession, no emotional storm. There's only awareness. You notice the signs, but you no longer chase them. You feel the connection, but you no longer lose yourself in it. That difference is the proof of your evolution. Where you once begged for answers, now you trust the process. Where you once sought reassurance, Now you find peace in silence. The runner feels that too. They sense your energy, calm, centered, magnetic, and it draws them in more than any words ever could. It also terrifies them because they realize that you no longer need them to be complete, and that truth shakes the foundation of everything they believed about love. This is where the test begins. The runner may act distant again, confused, hesitant. They might test your patience by pulling back or disappearing. But don't misread it. It's not rejection. It's their way of trying to understand if what they feel is real, if it's safe, if you are still anchored in truth. The universe allows this moment for one reason: integration. You are being given a chance to demonstrate what you've learned, not to them, but to yourself. Can you love without attachment? Can you stay grounded when emotion rises? Can you hold compassion without chasing closure? These questions are the real test. And your energy, not your words, is the answer. Remember, when the runner returns, they come with all the lessons you've already mastered. Their confusion is your old confusion. Their hesitation mirrors your past doubt. And that's why your peace matters more than ever now. When you stay steady, you teach the connection how to stabilize. You show the runner on a soul level that love doesn't demand, it allows. That it doesn't suffocate, it liberates. This is the energetic rebalancing before the November alignment. The feminine embodies stillness, and the masculine responds to it. Your silence becomes a signal. Your calm becomes instruction, and your vibration becomes the safe space the runner has always been searching for. So if you start feeling that energy again, the restlessness, the dreams, the signs, don't panic. Don't wonder if it's regression. It's not. It's calibration. It's the universe bringing the runner closer so both of you can practice unity before it manifests physically. The return of the runner is not the end of your peace. It's the confirmation of it. Because this time, you won't lose yourself trying to prove love. You'll simply hold the frequency of it. And as you do, the dynamic shifts. The chaser becomes the anchor. The runner becomes the student. And love, at last, begins to flow without fear. This is the beginning of the final test, the one that doesn't measure how much you can hold on, but how gracefully you can let go while still keeping your heart open. Because that's what true alignment looks like. Not control, but surrender. Not chasing, but allowing. And this November, that's exactly what the universe will ask of you. To embody the peace you once prayed for, while everything you've ever wanted quietly finds its way back to you. Every twin flame journey reaches a point where love stops feeling like a story and starts feeling like a mirror. That mirror appears most clearly right before alignment, and this is that moment. The emotional test arrives not to punish you, but to measure how deeply you've embodied what you claim to know. It's where the universe asks one sacred question: can you stay in love even when everything looks uncertain? Before every energetic alignment, especially one as powerful as November's frequency shift, emotions rise to the surface. Old triggers, insecurities, and unhealed fragments come alive again, not because you've regressed, but because your energy is expanding, and expansion always reveals what still needs to be released. The runner becomes the instrument of that revelation. They mirror your last lessons back to you, pressing exactly on the spots where fear once lived. Not to hurt you, but to show you how far you've come. You'll feel it in your body first, a sudden heaviness in your chest, waves of emotion without reason, memories appearing like ghosts. The connection becomes louder again, but not chaotic like before. It's a test of balance now. Your soul knows it's close, but your human self still wants reassurance. And that tension between knowing and needing is what the universe is refining in you. Because alignment requires stability, and stability can't exist where fear still hides. The divine feminine, who once mistook silence for abandonment, now understands that silence can also mean transformation. She feels the shifts but doesn't cling to them. She lets the emotion rise and fall without letting it define her. She allows her heart to stay open, even when it aches, because she's learned that pain is not the opposite of peace. It's part of the purification. Her strength now is her softness, her ability to stay kind when she could choose distance. This is emotional mastery, to feel everything and still stay centered. Meanwhile, the runner is being tested too. They are faced with everything they once avoided: vulnerability, accountability, truth. Their old defenses don't work anymore. The same silence that used to protect them now feels suffocating. The emotions they once buried are rising fast, demanding expression. And what their mind cannot explain, their heart begins to remember. That memory is you, not the person, but the energy, the vibration of unconditional love that never demanded, never chased, just was. During this emotional test, communication can fluctuate. One day there's connection, the next, distance. One moment you feel deep peace, the next, a sudden emptiness. But remember, this is not regression. It's energetic balancing. It's the universe teaching both of you how to hold union energy without collapsing into need. Every wave you ride without resistance is an initiation. Every emotion you witness without control strengthens your field. You're learning to be love, not just feel it. The test deepens when doubt tries to return. You'll question if you imagined the connection, if the progress was real. You'll wonder why the silence came back after all this time. But this is where the awakening matures. You no longer let emotion rewrite truth. You can cry and still believe. You can ache and still trust. Because your faith has outgrown your fear. And that is exactly what the universe wants to see. Not perfection, coherence. It doesn't need you to suppress your feelings. It needs you to stay grounded through them. The runner is feeling the same turbulence. The difference is that they don't understand it yet. Your calm becomes their compass. Your steadiness becomes their mirror. They test your consistency because they're still learning to find their own. When you remain peaceful, you show them what safety feels like, something their soul has always longed for. This emotional test is sacred. It's the bridge between separation and reunion. It's the moment where both of you learn that love isn't proven through words or actions, but through energy. That's why November's alignment isn't something to wait for. It's something to embody. You're not preparing for union. You're remembering that it already exists within you. So when the waves rise again, breathe. When doubt whispers, stay still. When silence stretches, smile softly and remember, the universe is not testing your worth. It's confirming your readiness. Because every emotion you master is another key turning inside the gates of alignment. And when those gates open, you won't need to chase what's yours. It will recognize your vibration and walk straight back to you. This is the emotional initiation before union. The final clearing before love takes form. Not a test of patience, but a test of faith. The kind that no longer begs for signs because it has become one. How the universe measures your readiness. The universe doesn't test you with words. It tests you with energy. It doesn't ask, "Are you ready for union?" It observes the frequency you hold when nothing seems to move. Because readiness isn't proven in moments of clarity. It's proven in moments of silence. Every twin flame journey reaches this point. The space between intention and manifestation. You've done the inner work, you've healed, you've surrendered, and yet there's a pause. a stillness that feels endless. But this stillness is not delay, it's measurement. The universe is watching how you respond when you can't yet see what's forming behind the veil. Do you trust the unseen, or do you return to fear? That single vibration decides whether the door to alignment opens or stays closed a little longer. The divine feminine is often measured through peace. When the runner's silence stretches longer than expected, does she remain grounded or spiral back into doubt? When the signs slow down, does she panic or stay in faith? Her readiness is seen in her stillness, the ability to stand in love without demanding proof, because love that must constantly be confirmed is not yet anchored. It's still seeking safety outside of self. But love that simply is, calm, steady, unbothered, becomes magnetic. That's when the universe knows she's no longer chasing timelines. She's holding vibration. The divine masculine, too, is being evaluated, though in different ways. His lessons come through responsibility, integrity, and action. When faced with discomfort, does he confront or escape? When the pull toward the feminine returns, does he follow fear or truth? His readiness is seen in the way he begins to honor his soul over his survival patterns. He doesn't have to be perfect, just willing. The universe measures his alignment through sincerity, not speed. Every test at this stage is subtle but sacred. You might notice emotional triggers resurfacing, not as punishment, but as calibration, a text that doesn't come, a plan that falls apart, a moment when your faith feels invisible. Those aren't setbacks, they're energetic mirrors. The universe is asking, will you choose the frequency of what you want, or the memory of what hurt you? The truth is, readiness isn't about doing more. It's about resisting less. When you stop trying to force outcomes, your energy becomes coherent. When you stop waiting, alignment accelerates. That's how the universe reads readiness, through your surrender, not the passive kind that gives up, but the powerful kind that trusts completely. You'll know you're being measured when everything feels quiet but charged. The days seem ordinary, yet your intuition knows something big is near. You may feel emotional waves with no reason. That's the energy realigning. It's like standing at the edge of a dawn you can't yet see, but already feel on your skin. This is the vibrational checkpoint before manifestation. So when nothing seems to be happening, smile. That's when the most sacred movement occurs. The universe is syncing your timeline, testing your consistency, and preparing your mirror to reflect what you've become. Because union isn't a gift, it's a reflection. When you vibrate in harmony with peace, the connection can no longer hide in separation. The waiting ends not when the other returns, but when the test of faith becomes effortless. That's when the universe says they're ready, and the shift begins instantly, because love always follows the frequency that proves it can hold it. There comes a moment in every twin flame journey when the divine feminine realizes that her greatest power isn't found in her words, her actions, or even her devotion. It's in her calm. This is the frequency that transforms everything. It's not the silence of avoidance, but the silence of mastery, a peace that whispers to the universe, I trust what's already mine. During the test, when the runner's energy returns and the emotions rise again, the feminine faces the final invitation to embody what she's learned. The old version of her would have reacted, overthought, reached out, or questioned what she did wrong. But this time, she doesn't chase the echo of what she's already healed. She simply breathes, observes, and stays centered in her light, because she knows the difference now between reaction and response. One comes from fear, the other from wisdom. The universe watches her closely here. It's not testing her loyalty to the connection. It's confirming her loyalty to herself. When she can hold her peace, even while uncertainty dances around her, that's when alignment locks in. Because peace is the proof of trust, and trust is the proof of readiness. The runner, consciously or not, will sense this change. They may pull back again, hoping to feel the chase that used to define their connection. But instead of pursuit, they find stillness. Instead of desperation, they find grace. And that shift in energy disarms them. They can no longer feed on her validation because she has reclaimed her energy. Her calm becomes the mirror that forces them to see themselves clearly, and that clarity begins their transformation. This calm is not indifference, it's divine awareness. It's the moment the feminine stops trying to heal the connection and starts embodying the healed frequency. She understands that every emotion that rises is not an enemy, but information. She doesn't suppress the pain. She sits with it until it turns into power. She lets her heart expand instead of contract. Because now she knows that love isn't proven through pursuit, it's proven through presence. In this phase, her energy becomes magnetic in a new way. It no longer reaches outward, it draws inward. People, signs, opportunities, everything begins to move toward her. The runner feels it too. Her silence calls louder than her words ever did. It says, I am whole. I am anchored. I am love. And in that vibration, she no longer waits for union. She becomes it. Every time she chooses stillness over reaction, timelines shift. Every time she answers fear with faith, her light expands. Every time she chooses not to prove, she aligns deeper with the truth. This calm doesn't mean she doesn't feel. It means she no longer lets feeling control her frequency. She's learned that emotional mastery isn't suppression, it's direction. The universe rewards this energy instantly. Synchronicities reappear. Intuitive nudges grow stronger. The connection feels alive again, not because she did something different, but because she became someone different. The feminine who leads from peace doesn't beg the universe for confirmation. She becomes the confirmation. This is where her power is crowned. The calm she carries becomes the bridge between worlds, between waiting and receiving, between the unseen and the seen. It's the quiet confidence of someone who no longer hopes for love to return, but knows that it never left. And as November's alignment approaches, her energy becomes the key. Because when the feminine holds peace, the masculine finds the courage to move. When she radiates faith, he begins to remember who he is. Her calm doesn't chase, it calls. And in that call, the connection is reached, not through longing, but through vibration. It happens quietly, almost invisibly. The divine masculine doesn't announce his awakening. He feels it first, like a spark under layers of armor. He begins to sense a presence in his days again, an ache that doesn't hurt, but hums with recognition. He doesn't understand it at first. All he knows is that something he thought was gone has never truly left. This is the hidden awakening, the one that unfolds beneath the surface, where ego can't interfere. The runner has been walking through his own purgatory. Every avoidance, every distraction, every denial has begun to collapse. The silence that once gave him control now feels like a mirror reflecting everything he tried to forget. He hears the feminine in his thoughts, not as memory, but as frequency. Her calm, her peace, her absence of chase, it all reaches him. It shakes him more than any words could, because it proves she no longer needs him to define her love. At first, this realization terrifies him. He wonders if he's lost her forever. But soon, fear turns into reflection. He starts revisiting moments, not the ones of passion, but of truth. The look in her eyes when she saw through his masks, the way she stayed kind even as he pushed her away. Those memories awakened something ancient in him, a knowing that she wasn't meant to teach him about love. She was meant to remind him of it. The awakening begins through discomfort. He feels emotions that don't make sense, tears without reason, nostalgia in random moments, warmth in his chest that he can't explain. The divine is pulling his heart open, preparing it for connection again. He fights it at first, trying to silence it with logic, but the heart speaks louder now, and the silence becomes unbearable. He realizes that the peace he's been chasing in the world exists only where he once ran from, inside love. The universe is orchestrating this process with precision. Everything around him starts to shift. Relationships, routines, even sleep patterns. He dreams more vividly, feels more deeply, questions more sincerely. His life begins to mirror his inner world, messy but meaningful, confusing but alive. He's being stripped of pretense so truth can enter. And through that unraveling, he remembers the connection not as a person to chase, but as a path to walk. The feminine doesn't need to do anything for this to happen. Her energy already did the work. Her stillness became the signal. Her healing became the invitation. What she surrendered, heaven received, and now it returns through him, renewed. Her detachment doesn't push him away, it draws him home. Because in her calm, he finally feels safe to feel. The masculine awakening is not a single event. It's a slow resurrection. Piece by piece, he reclaims what he abandoned, his vulnerability, his intuition, his softness. He begins to see that strength was never about control. It was about courage. The courage to love, to speak, to be seen. And as he softens, he rises. Because divine strength has always been born from tenderness. This awakening brings him face to face with himself. He recognizes the pain he caused, not with guilt, but with humility. He understands that the feminine never rejected him. She reflected him. And the only way to come back to her is to come back to truth. That's when he begins to pray again, to listen again, to hope again. He starts to trust what his soul whispers louder than his fear. This is the moment when the runner becomes the seeker. He's not returning because he's lost. He's returning because he's found himself. And when he finally steps forward, it won't be to repeat the past, but to honor the connection that survived it. The hidden awakening is the bridge between separation and surrender. And once the runner crosses it, nothing will ever be the same, because the heart that once ran is now ready to stay. Every great transformation has a moment of stillness before it unfolds, a sacred pause when the universe exhales and prepares to rearrange everything. That's where you are now. The air feels charged, the energy dense yet electric. You can sense that November carries something powerful, something final, not as an ending, but as a beginning that has been forming quietly behind the veil. This is the frequency shift, and your soul has been preparing for it long before your mind understood it. The November alignment is not just another portal. It's an energetic calibration that tests what your heart can hold. Everything you've learned about trust, surrender, and unconditional love will be brought to the surface, not to overwhelm you, but to anchor you. Because this next vibration can't be entered through emotion alone. It requires embodiment. And that's why so much feels uncertain right now. The universe is emptying your hands before it fills them with what's truly meant for you. You may notice the external world slowing down, people pulling away, plans changing without warning. It's not chaos. It's synchronization. The field is clearing noise so you can hear guidance clearly. Every silence is an instruction. Every delay is protection. Every wave of emotion is a recalibration of your frequency to match what's coming. This is the invisible fine-tuning that must occur before manifestation arrives. The divine feminine is the first to feel this transition. Her body becomes the antenna of the shift. Emotions rise and fall like tides. Sleep patterns change. Intuition sharpens. She might feel exhausted and electric at the same time, sensing the weight of what's being born. It's because her energy field is expanding. She's being called to rest, to trust, to soften even more deeply into surrender. Her lesson now is not about patience, but receptivity, to allow the universe to move through her instead of trying to move it herself. The divine masculine, meanwhile, begins to feel the same energy as inner pressure. He may feel restless, pulled toward change without knowing where it leads. The alignment pushes him to confront his truth, to step out of avoidance, to choose authenticity over comfort. He feels the vibration of the feminine calling him home, not with words, but through energy. It stirs something within him, the desire to act from the soul rather than from survival. This is his awakening, becoming movement. Both are being guided to simplify, to clear clutter, not just physical, but energetic. Old attachments, outdated beliefs, even unnecessary routines. Everything that doesn't align will start to dissolve. The universe is creating space for alignment to land, because when the frequency shifts, the new vibration needs room to settle. You might notice time behaving differently as this portal approaches. Days feel faster and slower at once. dreams become vivid. Memories resurface in flashes. That's your higher self merging with your human awareness. It's the final integration before unity within yourself and, by reflection, within your connection. Nothing about this stage is random. It's divine choreography. The key to navigating this shift is presence. Don't run ahead to predict outcomes, and don't look back to compare timelines. Stay here, in this breath, in this moment, in this body. That's where the transformation anchors. The more still you become, the faster the energy aligns. Because alignment doesn't come from motion, it comes from coherence. As November opens, those who have learned to remain centered through uncertainty will find themselves in alignment effortlessly. The runner may return, the path may clear, the signs may multiply, not as miracles, but as natural results of vibration. You won't need to chase union, you'll live it. And the universe will mirror your steadiness with visible movement. So let this be your preparation. Let go of the timeline. Honor your peace. Breathe through the recalibration, because what's coming is not just reunion, it's ascension through love. And the frequency you're about to enter will not require effort to maintain, only truth. When the shift completes, you'll understand why it had to take time. Because the energy that's arriving now doesn't come to complete you. It comes to reveal that you always were whole. November isn't the month when love begins. It's when it finally remembers itself through you. The final test isn't meant to break you. It's meant to confirm that you're finally unbreakable. This is where the journey turns inward one last time, asking you to prove through vibration what you've already learned in spirit. The silence, the triggers, the waiting. They were never delays. They were checkpoints, each one refining your frequency, stripping away the noise, leaving only truth. Right before alignment, the universe will always ask one sacred question. Can you stay in love when there's no proof left to hold? Because that's what faith really is. Love without evidence, peace without answers, presence without control. And that's what this test measures. Not your ability to wait, but your ability to trust when nothing makes sense. The divine feminine feels this threshold deeply. It's the moment her old identity, the one who chased, worried, doubted, dissolves completely. She no longer needs to know when or how union will happen. Her calm has become her prayer. Her surrender is now her strength. And in that stillness, she passes the test without realizing it. Because the universe isn't looking for perfection, it's looking for consistency, the ability to stay in alignment even when emotion surges, the ability to keep her heart open even when uncertainty whispers. The divine masculine, too, is standing at the threshold. He feels the pull of destiny more intensely than ever. Everything that used to distract him now feels empty, and everything that used to scare him begins to lose power. He's being called to choose love consciously, not out of guilt or longing, but out of truth. For him, the test comes as choice, to step forward with courage or retreat into comfort. And this time, his soul won't let him go backward, because the alignment that's coming isn't just about reunion, it's about integration, the merging of who he was with who he's becoming. In this sacred pause, both energies are synchronizing in silence. It may feel like nothing is happening, but everything is. The invisible threads between you are tightening, recalibrating, preparing to hold the new frequency of union. The heartbeats are aligning again, not through effort, but through resonance. Every emotion that arises now is part of that calibration. The universe is fine-tuning both souls to vibrate as one. The test is simple: stay steady. When the mind panics, breathe. When the energy feels heavy, rest. When the past echoes, forgive. The more you soften, the stronger your field becomes. This is how the door opens, not by force, but by frequency. Because the final threshold can't be crossed by logic or desire. It opens only to those who embody peace. The feminine holds the energy of receiving. The masculine holds the energy of movement. Together, they complete the cycle. Her stillness activates his courage. His courage honors her faith. It's a sacred choreography only the soul understands. And once it's complete, reunion is no longer something to chase. It becomes inevitable. You'll know you've passed the test when you stop waiting for signs and start being one. When you stop asking if they'll return and start knowing that everything aligned with truth must return in time. When your love no longer needs validation because it has matured into vibration. That's the point where the test becomes the threshold, and you cross into the reality you were always meant to live. So breathe. You've made it through the hardest part, the surrender. Now, all that's left is alignment. The test doesn't ask for your effort anymore. It asks for your stillness. Because in your stillness, heaven recognizes you. And the moment the universe sees that your peace cannot be shaken, the gate opens, and everything you thought you lost begins to find its way home. This is not the ending of your twin flame journey. It's the arrival into mastery, the place where love stops being a lesson and becomes your nature. The test was never meant to prove anything to God. It was meant to show you that you've already become what you were praying for. The threshold has been reached. Now step through, not with fear, not with longing, but with the quiet knowing that everything you were waiting for is already on its way back to you.